Welcome to my podcast, Soul Connect with Dr. Daisy. And today I'm here with a friend of mine. And let me introduce you to the wonderful, beautiful Alda Sadiku. Welcome, Alda, to the podcast. And thank you for, being available to be part of this. And it's awesome to have you here. Now, friends, Alda is from a country called Albania, and you may not have heard about it, many of you, I'm sure. We will hear from Albania a little bit about Alda. So Alda has been a friend for quite a number of years, and we work together at a global fund, and she also works in global health and has worked a lot with the private sector. So Alda, welcome once again. And before we dive a little bit into your journey and other things, tell us a little bit about Albania. What is it about Albania that we should all know, and it'll be fascinating for us to know? And yeah, happy to hear from you.
Thank you, Daisy, so much for this opportunity, and thank you again. Not only I'm very happy to be your friend, your colleague, and I remember that we had a really great time working together, but as well as that connection continued even after the work. And thank you so much for this opportunity to speak a bit more about my country, and then to deep dive a bit on more this conversation. So I'm Alda Sadiku, and I come from Albania. Albania is a very small country. It's in the Balkans, and it's very close to North Greece, circumvented from North Macedonia, Kosovo, and Montenegro. It's very beautiful. It's next to the coast. It's very famous, especially recently, from the beautiful paysage, the beach side. The Riviera is very nice. So many people recently they are discovering, and we are seeing a lot of tourists. I was there 3 weeks ago, and it was really like a really boom. So I really recommend as a country to visit in the future.
Thank you, Alda. That's very nice to know. So people who travel and are globetrotters and like to see new places, Albania should also be on your list, and it's on mine too. And I'm sure I'll come and visit Albania someday, and I'm looking forward to it. Um, Mental health and fitness. This is something that I have been talking about in my earlier podcasts on how to make fruitful mornings, how to make your structure your day and make yourself, how to be more productive, how to feel better, how to be more mindful. But today we are actually going to discuss something about fitness, which I am also, very much, I stress on it because fitness is very important, and I believe health is wealth. And so for your health you need to make some investments, and I think the most important investment that you make for your health is your time to do some exercises, to do some movement, because movement is medicine, and that really helps. For my journey, I do my exercises in the morning, and that's how I prepare myself for the day. It makes me feel good. Alda was my gym buddy for some time, and thank you, Alda, for really boosting me up to join the gym, which I did. I took up a membership to experiment, being in a gym for 3 months, and Alda knows it. I was there for 3 days, but I didn't go to the gym, but I didn't stop exercising because I did my exercises at home every day. And I'm not a gym person, I realize, but I have a lot of equipments also at home which I utilize, which helps me to keep fit and to stay the way I am. But Alda, I know you're a fitness enthusiast and you've been doing it for a long time. You've also been a ballet dancer as well. So tell me, what took you into this journey, and how does it make you feel? Why did you have this choice? Tell our friends, so that they can learn more from your journey as well.
Yeah, thank you so much, Daisy, for that, for bringing it up. So, in substance, I grew up in Albania, and my family, when I was, I think, 7 years old, they provided me this opportunity to be part of the classical dance, like the classes I was taking, really like since a young age, a lot of classes to be a ballet dancer. That was my young, like a little me dream, little Alda dream. So I think I trained up to, so I was doing in the meantime ballet, but as well as aerobics, that they go very long together. And I was as well practicing other sports. So this is started when I was very little, like 5-7 years old. And then growing up, I realized, I think I was 13-year-old, that I believe that ballet is amazing. It's really good for the body, and actually taught me nowadays like three important points, which from me are really important, which is discipline, like resilience, and it taught me as well patience. So these three components, or at least from my point of view, helped me a lot, and I believe that these three, let's say, these three things are the key moving, with life after that. So on the after I did 13-year-old, I decided that ballet was amazing, is great, but I did not see myself after 35-year-old doing that, because you cannot, due to a physical,
Right.
it's a physical more like limitation that you cannot dance up to a certain age. So I decided to only do sports, like I did aerobics after the year 13, and then after that I left aerobics, but I continued always to go to the gym. So let's say if we would say nowadays, has been more than 25 years that I train. And for me, the gym is not only to go there because I have to, or to do sport because I have to. It's for me part of life. Like we drink water or we
Yeah.
eat, that is something that movement should be part as well of your life. And it helps, at least from my point of view, not only from the emotional health, physical health, but as well mental health. And coming there to your question, that I believe movement, continuous exercising for our body helps us in all the difficult situations today.
Yeah, thank you for sharing your thoughts. I totally hear you. Discipline, you said resilience, and it is actually science. When you do exercises, the positive hormones are actually produced in your body, which also, motivates you to be better, which also gives you a better insight of things, and you get a lot of energy, a positive energy to focus on your motivation. Your focus enhances on the things that you do. And yes, discipline and the resilience comes into your life, and I totally believe in that, because I love doing yoga, I do aerobics, I also do Pilates, and I do other exercises. I've also included Tai Chi in my routine as well.
That's great.
Which, yeah, apart from that, I've also been doing music, since I was a kid, and that has also inculcated a lot of discipline and structure into life as well. From early on, like you started with ballet, I had started with music and art and other things, and also a lot of sport as well, which really, I think, builds you as a holistic, human, and gives you different aspects that you look at life, and gives you the positivity that you can actually look at life at the larger, picture, and helps you keep moving forward, and gives you a lot of strength and resilience during your difficult times, because you're able to bounce back despite whatever the situation might be.
Yeah.
So that's great to hear from you, and totally resonate with that. So yeah, nice to hear. So do you have any plans going forward? You go to the gym regularly. You're still going, right? Because I joined a lot of sessions with her where we were doing a lot of weights and all, but I do the weights at home. But it was for me a little bit difficult to also keep doing the weights and also prepare, because for me time is so precious and I have so many other engagements. So for me to go to the gym, I was like, I have to get ready, and then I have to get changed there and again. So I was like, I'm losing out time, so better you do it at home, have all the equipments, but be prepared, but still keep doing. So yeah, let's hear a little bit more on going forward. What are your plans? You will obviously continuing this, but and I wish you all the best on your journey, as we are also working in global health and other aspects, but also in your fitness journey as well. And stay fit always. But let us give our audience some key messages for them to carry and take home with them, to see how they should take fitness in their life, and because it is very, very important. And what would you like to tell them?
So I think number one, it is not necessary for people to go to the gym. I think you should only movement or helping, just running, or even like something very simple, just your body does not stay in the same place. I think that is very important, especially for, Daisy, we were discussing before, there are some scientific studies nowadays and scientific, magazines that were saying that movement helps people combat dementia, or
Yes.
movement helps people combat anxiety, like happened to me, with, when I passed like a specific period, like a couple of years ago, I had
Yeah, coming to that, we also wanted to talk about, you had a little bit of a struggle while you were going through some phase in life where you had your anxious moments, but your journey with fitness also helped you, in dealing with that. Can you share a little bit about that if you're comfortable, so
Yeah.
that people who are going through similar journeys, I've been through similar as well and I bounced back, but if you can also share with people, how you dealt with that and how it has actually helped you in that
Yeah,
journey.
thank you for that. So, like 2 years ago, I lost my dad. So he was in hospital before. So I had to go back and forth between Geneva, Switzerland, and Albania. And even though in these difficult situations, while he was in hospital, while I was going a bit back and forth, I never, like something consistent that I did, I never stopped going to the gym. No matter where I was, no matter what I was doing, I always found or managed to find or pulled myself out to find just an hour or 40 minutes to move, to go to the gym or to exercise. And that for me, at least to me, helped me a lot, especially with anxiety, with stress, with insomnia, with a lot of emotional, let's say, a lot of emotions that we go through, especially when we lose a person that we love a lot, like especially a family member.
Yeah.
So I found, at least from my point of view, that doing sport, physical activity, not only gym but moving, helped me kind of be better, or helped me to be stronger.
Yeah.
Stronger mentally, like emotionally, and absolutely physically.
Yeah, I hear you totally, and I met you during that time as well, and we did have, we did catch up, and it was very difficult for you during that time, but how you overcame that period, it's not easy. Those moments don't go away, they stay with us, but it's always important for us how we deal with those moments and fight those moments and never stop fighting and never giving up. But thank you for sharing that. But it's great to know that your, work on, on physical fitness also helped you in overcome your grief, which is very important. And this is really science we're talking about, because it really helps you in making transition, because it acts on the mind, and it really helps you in changing the way your mind operates and to look at it in a different way, and it gives you the energy to actually bounce back and move forward. Thank you for sharing that, Alda.
Thank you.
And yeah, I totally hear you, because yeah, I lost my mom in 2011, but I still miss her. But yeah, my yoga and other things that I do helps me in, I know I have those moments, but it gives me the positivity that life has to go on. You cannot give up, and you need to just keep moving forward. There's nothing called static, because life is very dynamic. The moment now is going to become, yesterday, or, the day before, just sometime later. So it's very important that we keep moving forward, and yeah, give our best. And physical fitness is important, guys. So we need to stress on that, that if your mind, a healthy mind in a healthy body, because if a healthy body also gives a healthy mind, it is very much linked together. So you need to take care of your health. Health is wealth, and for that you need to move, you need to walk, whatever you can. Our body is made up of joints. We have like 206 bones, and then all these are joints, and these joints are not meant to remain stiff, otherwise we would all have been statues. Our joints are there for movement, so we need to keep moving and to keep our joints moving. This is the reason why we have, arthritis and other problems, because we stop keeping, our movements become more restricted and limited, and then our joints actually tell us that, oh, you've not been moving, so you're not comfortable. So you need to take care of yourself and your body and keep moving. Thank you, Alda. As we're closing up, I just want you to tell our audience, a few, 2 or 3 key messages that you actually said, you know, how they should take forward, and how it will actually help them in having, fitness a part of their journeys in whichever form it might be.
Yeah, thanks, Daisy. I think it is very simple. Keep it simple. Just move your body. every day if you can, every moment. You don't have to do something hyper professional. You don't need to go every day to the gym, as I mentioned, or because not everyone, we have to speak the reality, have the same opportunities to use the gym. If you have, absolutely is a must, but if you do not have, there are so many ways around us, the nature, so we should use the nature. Actually, we are today in the nature,
yes.
recording this podcast, and I believe we should use the nature for us, to us, and with us.
Yes. Thank you
and,
so much. Yeah, it's the leaves are actually falling and telling us there's this nice breeze which is going on, and we also wanted to do this podcast in nature because nature is very healing and it has its own healing powers. And thank you all for listening to us, and stay young, stay beautiful, but keep moving. That's going to be very, very important for you to stay happy and healthy. And thank you very much for your time and have a great day. Thank you, Alda, once again. It was a
Thank
pleasure
you.
having you at the podcast, and I really, really appreciate for you having here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Daisy.
Goodbye.
Bye.